Hello everyone, Jai Hind. This is day 5 of LWC course, and today the topic which we are going to cover in depth is the properties. With the same aim that you should get the complete understanding of the topic so that if you're appearing for the interview or you are working on a project, you should have your concept clear with the practical explanation. I'm going to cover this topic as well. To explain you the properties topic, I'm going to use the Learn LWC app. The component is available already, available here. But for, your explanation, for the easy explanation, I should say, the everything which was unrelated to the properties, I have deleted from this component. So this is almost a fresh component for you, and we'll start from the basics of the properties. So what is the, why we use the property and how we work with them? Let's begin with that. What I'm going to do is I am also going to use the button. Okay, let me use the button. Because I need to show you some output as well, and I have to make sure that it should be very easy explanation for you. So I am doing everything right in front of you. On click of the button, as I explained you in the previous session as well, on click of the button, the handle click function will be called. Okay. Now, whatever I will be writing my logic inside the handle click, that is the JavaScript function, but this will be called when the button will be clicked from the UI. That means that when user will click the button, then the JavaScript function handler click will be called, will be executed, and will show you the desired output. Okay. So what is the use of the property? Let's get, that's the topic which we are covering today. So what is the use of the property? See, the very first use of the property is to show you the output. What does it, what it actually it mean? Let's say I have name. Okay, this is the variable. We have already covered this topic in the previous lecture, and we already have seen, the differences, the benefits, and everything, related to the variables, where let const in the previous lecture. So I hope that you have understood the topic, and then you want to, you are good to, work with the variables now. Now let's say, what I'm saying here is, let's say, uh, this is, the variable name, that is name. Okay. All right. And this name have a value here, we the developer. Now this value I want to show to my user. Okay. So this is the way, okay. No error. I mean, you haven't seen any error. It's saved, and I'm going to deploy. Now, as per the code what I'm writing, you should see the output on the this the screen here. First button, and then your we the developer. Okay, and this text as well. From where are you learning Salesforce? Okay, let me put a break line as well so that it. Okay. Now one thing I want to make you clear that you will see the button. You will also see this line from where are you learning Salesforce, but you won't see the output. And let me prove you. So I'm going to deploy, no error, deployed. Okay. Let me refresh. As I told you, I mean, sometimes there is a cache issue. So see here, button is here, statement is here. Let me save it and let me show you. See, from where are you learning Salesforce? Even if I click, it's not working. Okay. I mean, that doesn't mean that on the click of this function, sorry, on click of this button, the function handle click is not getting called. No, that's not true. Let me show you. Let me deploy again. Deploy. Let me refresh one more time just to make sure that, I mean, there should not be any cache issue. Delete. Okay. Yeah. See, on click of the button, I got my console log. And the console log is handle click. Okay. But again, the question is, then why I'm not seeing the output here as V developer? So that's the, I mean, the first use. I'm sorry. That's the first use of the property. Now, if you want to show any output from the JavaScript file on UI, then you have to use the property. So first use is to display output from JavaScript file to user, to UI. Okay. Or simply say the display output. Okay. Whatever, I mean, the result is available in JavaScript logic, and you want to, I mean, make sure that they should be available on the UI, then use property. Okay. So now I am creating first, I mean, the property here, display output. Okay. This is the property. Please understand. Property. Okay. Property. One thing you have to understand, the property always have to be declared outside the function. Okay. It shouldn't be like you declare the, I mean, the property inside any function. No, it should not be. Property should always be declared outside the function. Then you can refer. Okay. Then you can refer the property inside the, I mean, the function. Now to refer this, what you have to do is, first you have to use this key. This is a keyword, right? This is a keyword. Why we use this? Whatever we are, I mean, we have declared outside the function, or I should say the globally, and we want to refer inside the function. We want to use inside the function. So we have to use this dot. Okay. Got my point? And then you can assign the value. So what does it mean? That now this line number 12, this means that I'm holding a value in this variable, which is with the name as name, the V developer, and now in this, at this line number 12, I am passing the value to the property display output, which is already declared here. Okay. Let me save this. Now, instead of, the name, I'm just replacing the property name here. Okay. Now, one more thing. I'm going to show you output, but whenever you want to display the output, okay, uh, using the property, okay, so you have to use the curly braces, and inside that curly braces, you have to type your property name like this. Okay, this is the syntax. This is the pure HTML code. Okay, this is the pure HTML. So whatever you will write will be available on the UI, as you have seen that from where you are learning from Salesforce, that's already available on the UI, because you have mentioned you have typed the text here. Okay, let me save and let me deploy. Just I'm refreshing again and again. Make sure there shouldn't be any cache issue. Let me try. See, when I click the button, I got my result. Let me, again refresh. I'm clicking the button and just, keep the eye here after this question mark. Okay. Got my point. Okay. So the first explanation is that, you use this to display the output from JavaScript to the UI. Now, second use is, let's say, keep this. Okay. Now, there are you will see the scenarios in coming sessions or in your projects as well, that if this is a complete page, okay, and you want to show certain section of the page, okay, on a condition. For example, if today is let's say, if you want, just to understand, okay, let's say 2 plus 2 equals to 4. This is the condition, right? If 2 plus 2 equals to 4, then display this section. Otherwise, display any other, the text or scenario, right? Let me explain you in bit, the practically. Let me explain. I'm creating one more, the property here with the name as checker. Okay. And I'm assigning a value true. Okay. Now, I am inside the same handle click. I'm just adding one line. If this dot checker equal true. Okay. Let me, they give the space so that it should be clearly visible to you. Else what? Else I am. Okay. Now, what do you understand? See, the property name is checker. Okay. And I'm assigning the value as true. Okay. Now, this means that, I can also change the value of the property. Okay. But I am just, using as true. So I'm assigning the true to the property checker, and then I am checking the condition here. So if the checker value is true, then it will display the name as we the developer. Okay. All right. But if the checker value is false, then it will display as we the developer Hindi. Now this is the new channel I am starting for the Hindi rubber. So let me first of all, I mean the change it as false, because I mean you are already seeing as we the developer as output. So now it should be we the developer Hindi. Okay. Let me deploy the we the developer Hindi. Okay. So the second use is that you can also use your property as the as I mean in the conditions as well. Okay. Now if I change again, that's true. See, only be the developer. So the second use is you can use the property as a I mean to control your condition. Okay, in condition statements. Okay, that's a second use. First, to display the output from the JavaScript file to the UI. Second, to use property in condition statements. Okay. Now the third use is and that's the I mean the property of a property. Do you understand? I mean, when I say what's a property, okay, that means what's a quality. So the property of a property, okay, that means I mean the quality, you can say, just to understand, so but the it's actually I mean the property, right word is property. So the characteristics, you can say, of the property is they are reactive. Okay, they are reactive. Now, what this means by the reactive? Reactive means that as the value will change of the property. So, for example, you are assigning here as true. Okay, and if the value will change, it will the LWC framework will automatically understand. Okay, the property value got changed. Got a point? Any confusion till here? No? Okay, let me show you the example. It's a beautiful example I will show you. So now the third use which I'm going to tell you is the properties are reactive, and then I'm going to show you very simple example of it. So let me use the input. 1 second. 1 second, please. Let me, I'm in the okay. Okay. So, and I'm also adding a function here on change and change. Okay. Text, enter some text. By default value, you will see this and on change. Uh, Reactive example. Okay. Hello. Okay. So what I'm going to do is this is a property reactive example. By default, this has a value as hello, and this is the input text label. Is enter some text. By default, it's the value is this of this text. On change, this is one of the event. The like on click, this is also one of the event. Will I've explained you in detail about these events in future sessions. And on on this, I'm calling a function that's the handle change. Let me deploy this and let me show you. Let me also verify whether the logic is correct or not. Okay, perfect, fine. Let me go here. Seems some cache issue. Okay, so as you can see, by default the value is coming as me, which is the just an the value which we have set here. If you want to remove, then you can remove this. That's not an issue. And one thing I want to show you is, because on handle change function, so as the value whatever we are typing, we are going to type here will change. So I am setting this into the property which is holding a value as the hello, and then I am going to display here. Making sense? See, right now the value is hello. The new value of the property is hello. Now I'm changing. See, it's it's typing, the value is automatically typing, is also getting printed here. Okay. This is the one of the example that the properties of LWC are reactive. Okay. They understand that, okay, the value, the value is, changing. The value what the value which is getting assigned are changing, or there's a change in the value of value which they are holding. Okay. And they are reactive. Okay. So this is the one of the perfect and easy example. Now one one before I end today's session, I want to ask you, if you have any question or if you have any doubt. But meanwhile, let me explain you the code once again. This is the lightning input. In the lightning input, you have the label as enter some text, which is displayed here. This is the standard the component, right, which provides you the SLDs and everything, right? uh, See, if the on change function or something, see here, if you want to use the the on change function, on focus, these are the the HTML the events on focus, so you can use from here. All right. Okay. So after this, the value by default value which is printed, which is the printed here is the this thing. On change is one of the the HTML event, which is calling a function handle change. Handle change is the is just fetching the value of the target. The this target, this input text. Okay. So you're changing, it's they are fetching, and after the fetching, it is getting assigned to the the reactive example property. Okay, this is the property, and you are printing the the value of the property. Okay, so even if you I mean the add something, see, it's reactive. Okay, it's not like it's waiting and then showing you the output. It's reactive, so it is reacting in a real time. Okay, so this is the one of the example. Based on that, you will also see that in future we are going to create a calculator. So this is, the one of the property which we are going to use of the, this is the characteristic of the properties which we are going to use to create a calculator. I hope that you like this session today, and don't forget to subscribe, put a thumbs up, click the like button, share in your connection, and keep showing me your love. Thank you so much for watching this session. We'll meet again. Till then, take care of your country, yourself. Jai Hind.